Hello, this is Allison Hunt, and I'm going to read you Starset 158, also known as Colony 5. Chapter 12, The Rebellion. Jeremy. Yeah, what's up? Do you remember when Lily stole that book from us? Alejandro asked. Yeah, I thought you were going to kill her. I'm going to steal that book and send it to the Gonza. What is it? I never actually looked at it, so I'm not really sure. That's not my area. I always thought it was the emotional studies, but now I'm not so sure. They guard it all of the time, at least 4 of them at once. It has to be important or they wouldn't be so protective over it. How are you going to get it? Easy. I fight them. They have weapons. So do I. That's 4 guys with weapons, though. You're going to hack the surveillance. I'll show up and surprise them. I'll kill 2 of them before the others even draw their weapons. Then I only have 2 to beat. Maybe I can start a fire nearby and come from the opposite direction. You're gonna set the lab on fire and steal that book? I'm really starting to like you, man. I've been taking self-defense classes. Go, Alejandro, in the hologram room, along with other things. Jeremy chuckled. He's been having sex in the hologram room. Alejandro continued, If I can get their weapons away and fight them with my hands, I'll win. But there's 4 of them. They don't fight, they just shoot weapons. They never learned hand-to-hand combat because they solve everything with logic. When Bennett was in the dream trials, I heard about how he beat them up single-handedly. They were stunned. Bennett fought in World War III and they didn't at all. I don't want you to die, so take this. Jeremy unlocked one of his drawers and pulled something out of a hidden compartment. He held it up to the screen. You have to come here and get it, though. You can't send this through room mail. What is it? It's a custom laser jammer. Where did you get that? Easy. Black market. I'm good at many things and I sell that talent. You're really going for it. Yeah, Lily's gone and I'm bored. The Antonon came in, and behind them, they brought in a large wooden box on a dolly. They sat it down, removed the dolly, and 5 of them left. 1 stayed. He spoke in Antonon to Jeremy. I need you to fix this. He used a hammer to pull out the nails, and Jeremy found a crowbar and began to help him. The lid came off, and there was a lifeless man inside. Jeremy was startled. Shit, that looks like AK. It's me, all right. The Antonon pressed his neck and the mask fell, revealing AK himself. Shit, it's so easy to get around with certain code keys. It was made to kill Lily. I need you to reprogram it to work for us. I'll try. It may take some time, though. What do you want it to do? It needs to fight the Antonon. Bennett and I are going to blow up the clone farm, but we want this thing to kill Antonon and free the prisoners from the hatchery, because that'll be too dangerous for us. It needs to know the difference between humans, halfies, and Antonon. Do you want it to kill them? Yeah, it has to last as long as possible to free the Asian clones and relocate them. We need to try to get them all out before the place blows up, and this thing can take the shots and lasers for us and for them. Alejandro strikes back. Alejandro crept up as unemotional as ever. He entered the Antonon room, as clear as a ghost and as calm as an Antonon. He waited until the door closed. He noticed they had rebuilt the dream machine that Bennett had destroyed. He quietly observed. He waited patiently as the door closed. You're not supposed to be in here. What's that smell? He said, and the alarms began to go off as the smoke drifted in. Minnie rushed off to stop the fire. He sucker punched the one in front of him and he fell to the floor. They were all nameless now. Now they were his enemies, because of what they did in the past and what they were still doing now. The others drew their weapons not to protect themselves but to protect their book. He knew everything they were up to and completely disagreed, although he did not show the knowledge on the outside nor the inside, and they couldn't read shit anyway. They fired lasers at him, but his shields deflected them. They were surprised, and they threw pea-sized grenades at him, and he deflected them too, without fear. He smiled and pulled a Zale 370. He opened fire and blasted them all. He snagged the book and instantly pressed a mask, which assimilated one of them. He stole the badge off of the one he had copied. He grabbed the book and left the room. He walked calm as an Antonon, like nothing could catch him, nor stop him, and he turned around and threw a handful of pea-sized grenades at the dream machine, blowing it back up. As the alarm sounded, the Antonon rushed to the scene, and Alejandro strolled away slowly with a satisfied half-smile as things blew up all around him. He pressed a button and the lid to the escape hatch opened. He spun around with a smile, pretended to tip his hat, and took a bow as he made his grand exit. I love that part. He entered an escape hatch and left without notice as the whole lab blew up from the bombs he secretly placed within it. He flew off into the unknown and another pod showed up, powerful enough to make it to Gonza. He placed the book in it, diverted the pod, and left back to meet his friends. Jeremy, Bennett, mission complete. AK and Bennett were headed towards the slaughterhouse. They dispatched the robot AK-2. He landed, and the rest of them headed above the prisoners' chambers. AK-2 blasted the entrance of the clone factory. Alarms went off, and an Antonon army showed up to stop him, but since it was a robot, and they were mortals, he killed them all while taking many blasts. While he entered, he planted explosives all over the building while taking gunfire. When all was still and no Antonon was left alive, he ushered every living clone out of the building. He put them on an escape pod to go to the remote base they had built for them. After they were exported, he headed to the breed farm to save the rest of them. AK-2 showed up while Bennett and AK were evacuating the survivors. Alejandro started firing, seeing the progress they had already done, but a huge Antonon army showed up to save what was left of their secret prophet. They were outnumbered and many rebel fleets were blown down. "We're fucking dead," AK said. "They all just woke up. We're all gonna die." But before they knew it, a new army double in size showed up and started sniping the Antonon army, although their weapons were half as powerful. "I'm General Sanson. We're sick of this shit, and we've come to help you." "Good! You photocopies actually grew some balls," AK cheered. "Screw you, man. Our masters don't want you around either, so fuck off, you fucking prick," John 391 muttered. "I like you, man. Who are you?" AK asked. "Astine." "Well, I guess that makes us the same now, doesn't it?" "Yeah, experiments for their slavery, so let's start a war." "Already did," AK said, but much of the Hathi army and clone army were quickly blown down by the powerful Antonon warships. "Fatat!" AK screamed in Antonon and frowned with sorrow. "Where's Lily?" John Astine 391 asked. "She's with the Gonza," Bennett replied. "No, she's headed right this way," Jeremy said. "How do you know?" John asked. "I put a microchip in her when she was asleep." "I'm glad you know how to do that shit, but that's stupid as hell. Everyone wants to kill her." "She has a Gonza following close behind her, but she thinks that's a bad thing, and it's only trying to protect her." "Then fucking tell her that, asshole. Hurry up. She's only here because she wants to pull you out of here. She loves you so much. And I'm jealous she died to save you." "Bite me, dickhead," Jeremy responded, and this surprised AK because Jeremy actually stood up for himself for once, and AK made a frown and then smiled because he was impressed with Jeremy. Jeremy tapped into the system. "Get out of here, Lily. We have this. Now go." "Jeremy, come with me." "Lily, get out of here now. If there's a 743 out here, you're dead, and we won't be able to save you, not even all of us together. You need to live and have my child, or your race dies out forever. Lily, you have to go. Go right now. You are safer where you were. I need you to live. I will, through you. Now go." "Not without you." "Yes, without me." Just then, a 743 showed up. The clones, Hafis, and even the Antonon started to shoot at it together, but it shot at Lily's craft, even with the one Gonza behind her. The 743 was ruthless, and with one shot completely totaled their ship. "Motherfucker!" AK shouted. "Go back to Gonzo, Lily." "No! You're gonna die! Come with me!" She pressed into Jeremy with her regained Satso voice, and he started to follow her, but the Gonzo pushed him backwards. "Stop it, prick! Let him come!" She talked to him in his language, but he wouldn't listen. Fan Quan came down with the Menaki and what was left of the Satso, and with their power together, half of the Hafi army dived straight into the sea and died along with their shuttles. "I fucking hate that guy," AK yelled, but they were helpless. "No, you hated Bennett, remember?" "Nah, I love Bennett, and he's 10 times tougher than Fan. I was just chasing the wrong guy, but Fan has the Menaki, that son of a bitch." "Where's your Menaki girlfriend?" AK asked him. "Lily's my girl." "Then stop fighting us, shithead. The 743 is taking us all down." Fan ordered the Menaki and Satso to stop attacking them. The Oxar showed up and exploded half of Fan's new army with their frequency. "Yeah, blow your frickin' head up. They'll blow your head off." For real. Lily, who was still in range, turned on all the robots around them to help protect her friends. They were much stronger because they could take numerous blows and not die. They were immortal, almost. They attacked the large army of Antonon. Astine watched the humans and go to the base. He did as told, but right after he left, Sanson was hit by the Menaki. "They just killed my best friend!" Astine yelled. "Fan, there's a 743 after Lily, man, so stop fighting us and save her." "I can't stop them. I brainwashed them all with lies, and I can't change it now." The robots fought against all enemies like Lily had reprogrammed them to. But the only ones who could really stop them were the Menaki and Satso, and all of the robots died. "Tell them to stop the 743 or the Sotnon dies forever." The Oxlars showed up and began their frequency, and killed most of the army. Many Satso left quickly, not giving a shit about their mission because of their fear against the Oxlar. The few Satso that remained with Fan and the Menaki teamed up and destroyed the Oxlar. This angered the Gonza, but they held off shooting anyone down because they were trying to beam Lily back to them, but she resisted. "Stop!" Fan ordered all of them. "The Gonza will come. I'm sorry, I lied to you. But I have to tell you the truth. I'm not Paul. I'm Fan Quan, but not the one that fought in World War III. He stole my identity to try to see Lily again. He was in Starset 2, the missing crash where they found Lily. We were engaged. I'm the real Fan, and I need you to help me save her from a 743. He touched his neck and he showed his real self. "But you lied to all of us, and you didn't love Lily at all. You were banging Lavender the whole time. They told us she was killed because you slept with Lily. We must help her now, please. Please forgive me." One of the remaining Satso looked at him with silent rage because Paul the Lie just convinced them to kill the Oxlar to bring the Gonza down to save Lily. A woman whom Fan never loved, but that he did deeply. "How did Lavender die?" He pressed into Fan. Fan tried to fight him with his powers and lost. The only power that Fan has is he has Menaki powers. And you can't fight a Satso with Menaki powers. "I killed her," he panted, not being able to fight a Satso. "Where did you get Menaki powers?" "The time traveler." "Why would someone that smart give powers to an asshole like you?" "I don't know." Fan began to shoot at the Satso ship, which distracted the man from using his mind powers on him. Fan turned off the screens and slammed the shuttle to top speed. "Skeleton key, 1025, rogue speech," the Satso said. He stopped a minute knowing Lily knew some fancy hacker, so he spoke to her mind instead. He was hoping she could pick up the frequency and not the machines. "Lily, I'm Tristan. I'm the Satso you saved. You think of me as the amber-eyed man. I have to tell you something. I know what this is all about." "I can hear you." It's not about any of us. I know this because a time traveler wouldn't give Fan any special powers if it wasn't for a good reason. You have many enemies and many friends. I have 3 friends, thank you. You're wrong. You have a whole damn army, you just don't know it. AK, Jeremy, and even I love you, but it doesn't matter. The time traveler keeps trying to change the future. He knows every twist and turn of fate and has been trying to manipulate it and all of us and all of our actions for only one purpose. I realized it's not to stop the Antonon and change the system at all. I finally understand why. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Tristan. I do. He's been trying not to rearrange time because the more he does it, the more things change for the worse. It changes all future events and he's trying to be careful. Cut the bullshit and tell me what it is. What? He's been trying to stop the 7-3 from killing you, and he can't, no matter what he does. And now he's using all of us together, and it's still not working. You should have stayed with the damn Gonza, Lily, and you didn't. Get your stupid ass back there. Go, damn it. He knows what he's doing. But I can't. I love people here. Then you should listen to them. Who's the time traveler? What does he want? He wants to keep you alive. That's all he cares about. What's his name? Where is he? But Tristan's ship was blasted by the 743, and it burst into flames, and then the 743 came right after her. Her ship was hit and started smoking. It shook, and she didn't have long to escape. She tried to change the entire program of the ship. It worked, and the shuttle turned away from her, but since she could not control the robot itself, it reprogrammed the shuttle, and it turned around and fired at her. Her shuttle burst into flames. She bailed out in the nick of time, and the Gonza picked her up, but the 743 easily overtook it and shot it full of lasers until it blew up. The 743 took the Gonza ship down, which was of the highest power, and everyone else was very frightened at this. Lily escaped in a shuttle that the Gonza forced her upon. The 743 shot at Gonza's shuttle, and Lily dodged the shots, but the 743 had her vulnerable, and it shot at her escape pod. There was a bright flash, and the shuttle busted and blew up into a million pieces. Everyone was stunned, heartbroken, and many even cried. "Don't forget what our mission is," AK yelled on the intercom. "With or without her, we must stop this. We must make it right. We must fight against their evil deeds and intentions," Alejandro continued. "Alex, I thought you died." "Not yet. It's not finished. We're going down in rebellion and chaos. Kick ass, my brother. Did you blow up the lab?" "Fuck yeah, I did." "All right." But a ship appeared and started blasting at Alejandro, and it wouldn't stop. "Jeremy, make that thing leave Alex alone." "I can't. I forgot. It just kills Antonon, AK. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell it to leave him alone." "Well, do it now." "I can't." Jeremy and the rest of them were taking hits from the other Antonon. "We're all going to die." Jeremy tried to hack into AK-2, but couldn't. His new command was against the original program. "I can't get back in. I can't stop it." "You have to," AK screamed. "Do it now. I'll cover you." AK started blasting anything that came near Jeremy. "I can't do it. I'm sorry. It takes too long." "You have to," AK screamed, and for the first time ever, he cried. "I can't. I'm so sorry, AK." Jeremy cried silently too, because AK never cried. AK-2 shot Alejandro down, and AK screamed. Alejandro was launched into space with a shitty escape pod with no weapons or defense, and he was sure he was going to die. The shuttle was hit and it blasted apart, but he was beamed up onto another ship. 3 halfies took him to the bridge. "Are you going to kill me?" he asked in Antonon, and none of them responded, even though every halfie knew Antonon. The door opened. "You stupid ass, are you trying to make me all mushy or something?" AK asked, and Alejandro wept. "I thought I was dead." "Almost. I thought you hated me. Nah, I love you the most. Alejandro was stunned. He'd never been so happy in his life. Except Lily, 'cause she has boobs. Where is she? She died. Take the damn thing out, AK yelled, and jumped back into the captain's seat. The 743 shot back at the halfies, taking 3 ships down with 1 missile. The clones attacked as well, giving the 743 all it could. They damaged the ship, but then the 743 started blasting back at them with triple the power and triple the speed and took down 7 ships. It would help if it didn't have a damn Antonon ship. All they gave us was puny weapons. Yeah, Alex, you could have brought us one, you know. I tried. That thing blew me up. Sorry, Jeremy couldn't hack back in it. Do we have any Menaki out there? Yes, there's 10 of us. What about Satso? 2. I need you to press on that ship and stop it from moving so we can all blast it at the same time. I'll try to hack the programs again, but I need the Satso to get into that thing's mind and confuse it. And you don't even have to get close to the thing. Okay. But the 743 heard this and instantly headed towards the Menaki ships and fired missiles at them. They used their powers to redirect the missiles, but due to the rapid fire, 3 Menaki ships were hit and fell. What the fuck? AK yelled. The Satso tried to scramble the cyborg machine and confuse it, but they couldn't. They should be able to, actually. They should be able to get this, but it has a helmet, I think. Where's the Satso? They tried. They're knocked out cold. It must have a Satso deflector helmet. Man, that thing really hates Lily. Send a transmission to the 743. Hey, asshole, Lily's dead. Why don't you help us destroy the Antonon who made us all slaves, even you? I'm a she, and if I can't have her, I'll kill the only thing she loves. That's what she gets for destroying my life. I see you, Haffy. Jeremy, get the fuck out of here now. Go back to Earth. Protect him, everyone. Every ship fired at the 743 at the same time while Jeremy slammed into warp drive.